Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope that you can hear me well because I've been dicking around with these settings for like a solid week now, literally. I looked up a few YouTube videos, I fixed a few things. You should be able to hear me a million times more clear now. And this is, I literally, that's one of the reasons why I haven't been recording for the past 2 days. And the other one was because we had no internet. My dad, all the problems I have with him, he wouldn't pay for the internet. And my sister finally convinced him to pay for the goddamn internet, so yeah, here we are. And stunningly, the quality on here is probably going to be a lot better. There's more lighting in this room because I actually deigned to turn on, oh my god, help. I deigned to freaking open the curtains. Anyway, this is going to be a small little review, I guess. It'll be better than, ignorant bastard, yeah, whatever the hell you want to say that, or stupid review, IGN's review anyway. Like, they didn't talk about Endgame, they didn't talk about anything, they didn't talk about the crafting system, like, I don't need to go into it. Go watch their stupid review if you really want a bad review on this game that doesn't give you any information. Ugh. So, first off, I'm gonna do a little bit of a story here of how you start off, and we're gonna go into a few other things. Yes, I actually have a lot of my thoughts lined up for this. First, we're going to go to Act 1. And I'm gonna tell you why. I can't see half my monitor, just so you know. My new monitor still has not come in yet. It's come in, but I have to wait for for certain circumstances, for someone to give it to me, so I have to wait for them. So you start off in this town, Act 1. You walk through it, and you find a bunch of, dead bodies over here, lovely scene. You basically, this is how I'm going to start off the review. You start in Act 1, you're confused, you're new, you don't know what you're doing, and you're just like, what the fuck is all this crap? Why is this town mostly empty and there's not that many players? Well, the reason being is because a lot of them now have been moving on, and the thing is, and what I mean by that, is that we're far into the league. We're about a month into the league, so people have moved on from Act 1 for the most part. There are some stragglers here and there. But what I want to talk about is the everything, basically. The everything, I know. Anyway, so basically, this is how everything will work, and I'll explain everything, and it'll take a while. I'm not good at editing. I don't have an editing software anymore, but I will do my best for you guys. So basically, this is how Path of Exile works. There are so many things. We'll get into more complex shit like the passive tree and all sorts of other intricate mechanics later. I'll even get into some of the league mechanics that are specific to this league and what leagues are. Okay, so you start off in this first town here in Lionized Watch. Basically, yeah, a minute. Basically, you start off here, you have no currency, you might have a few scrolls of wisdom to start off with, if I remember correctly. You have nothing, you're bareback, there's nothing on you, and you're confused. You're like, okay, I talked. Oh, great, now my mouse is not responding of all times, anyway. You, anyway, so you might want to purchase a flask or two. You want to purchase a medium flask or a small flask, depending on what is available to the vendor. Every level, the vendor resets, from what I've been told. You want to talk to Tarkley first. You want to go here, and you want to basically buy armor if you need specific weapons. Don't make the beginner mistake of making your own build and saying, oh, it's okay, I'll learn. No, you won't learn that way. You'll learn by trial and error, sure, but let me just show you the passive tree. I'm not getting into it yet, but look at this damn thing. This is not even a tree. This thing's a goddamn web, a forest, a maze. It is absolutely, there is no word to describe how mammoth and gargantuan this damn tree is. Okay? There is absolutely no word that I can describe other than it's amazing. The amount of variety that you can do with that tree. You can make a freaking hybrid health and energy shield, which is the blue thing here. You can make a pure energy shield, which I would not recommend to do if you're new. It's very complicated and expensive. And you can do a life build, which is what I'm doing right now. Hybrid life and mana. What I mean by that is basically I'm using mana as a shield for my health. Now, to explain that a little bit more, basically what you do is you take mind over matter, so 30% of all damage that you take is taken from mana before life. Let's say you get hit by 1,000. 700 of it will go to your health, 300 of it will go to your mana, and that's how that conversion works. Now, there is a very big skill system in this game. Any class can use any skill gem as long as you meet the stat requirements of. Now, these gems are slotted into gear with their respective colors. Some gems are red, some are green, some are blue, as you can see. Red, blue. Some are different, some are white. White gems, however, can be socketed into any gear. They're white and colorless, they can literally be put into any of the corresponding colors, red, green, blue, or the colorless one, white. I don't have a tabula rasa, I don't think, which is basically a six-linked white socket item. Basically, what that means is that you can put any damn thing that you want in there in all six of its sockets. All of it will be linked, and it's an amazing starter item. Amazing. It will literally carry you from Act 1 all the way to Act 10 and then some. Your game doesn't even begin in Act 1 through 10. The real challenge is after that, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So basically, after you beat the first 5 acts, you're gonna say, well, what do I do now? You keep going. But there's more to it than that. Your defenses here will be lowered by 30%. The maximum res is 75%. What I mean by res is resistance, cold, fire, lightning, chaos. Reason being why mine is 80% for each is because I have a special item named Lore Weave. Just disregard it for now, but the maximum resistance is 75 for all reses, all resistances. I keep saying reses because that's just how I'm used to saying it. After all these years, I abbreviate everything, but I'll try to fix my ways, trying not to confuse you guys. So basically, this is how linking in gear works. You have gear with certain links. You can have up to 6 links in a gear unless specifically stated otherwise. Meaning that if you look over here on my specific weapon, Maim, basically this is a 3-link item, but also stock-hidden gems are supported by Maim. What that means is that basically you can socket anything into here that is supported by maim, like a melee skill per se, and it'll literally maim enemies. Which maim, if you don't know what it does, you might want to turn on your advanced descriptions, which I can't remember where it is. I think it's in here. Yes, it's so basically you go to UI or UI, however you want to pronounce it, um, and you do show advanced show full descriptions that not that shit, sorry. I'm so bad, man. I'm really sorry. Advanced mod descriptions there. That's what I was talking about. I misread it because like I said, I can't see half my damn screen. Like the literally 20% of it is all broken. So don't mind me. Press show advanced mods, hold alt on it, and there you go. Socket gems, maimed enemies have 30% reduced movement speed. That's very useful if you're ranged and you don't want them to come near you, or if you're me and you don't want them to come near me. Anything that you want, any class that you want that wants like to stay at range, I think main would be decently. There are many other different mechanics though, other than main. There you have freezing, chilling. Chilling and freezing are basically two sides of the same coin. When you chill an enemy, you have a chance to freeze them. When you freeze an enemy, they're considered chilled and frozen because, can't have one without the other. Now, anyway, um, for now. So, look, basically, there are many thousands of builds in this game. Not thousands, but there's dozens, hundreds. And people find intricate ways to make intricate builds all the damn time. And This is just one of many called my GC Miner. I haven't made this build. This is Win's Miner build. Win's GC, whatever the heck his forum name is. I think it's just Wins, but I give him credit for this build. This is his build. Anyway, so basically, want to complete all the acts. After you complete Act 5, your resistance will go down by 30, as I said. If you complete Act 10, and once you do, it'll go down by an additional 30. Sorry, the only way to counteract that is with gear with a lot of resistance. As you can see, I'm way overcapped on the resistance, but you need to be overcapped by a fair bit to go up higher than what I have on both fire and lightning. Because the thing is, your negative chaos resistance, it works so annoyingly, in my opinion. To get it on gear, it's very, very much not worth it because you're mostly facing elemental types in the game. The only times that you face chaos types are during something called um, breaches, and the other time is if you get random chaos enemies or things that shoot chaos damage at you, which it's very far and few between. I wouldn't worry about it too much. They do a lot of damage because of negative chaos resist, but basically, it doesn't really matter, honestly. If you have good enough defenses, life regeneration, um, flasking, which is basically these flasks down here. Flasks refill as you recharge monsters by the monsters. Flasks refill as you kill monsters. They recharge and refill as you kill monsters. Why did I say recharge monsters? Help. I know, I get my words tongue-tied sometimes, but, we're gonna go into endgame a little bit. Though I have showed it on my other videos, this is a little bit of a guide for you guys. Basically, as you beat the Act 10, you go into the epilogue. After you beat Act 10 and you go into the epilogue, you'll get 2 passive points from her. There's only 2 passive point book in the entire game. You used to get it from Act 3, but that was a long time ago, and just disregard that. Anyway, so I'm not going into lab for you guys, but I will tell you that after you beat 6 trials, then 3 trials, then 3 trials, then 6 trials, you'll get to do each respective lab. First labyrinth requires 6 trials. One from Act, yeah, 1 from Act 1, 2 from Act 2, and 3 from Act 3. Then you'll do Act 6, 7, and 7 to do the next 3. Acts 8, 9, and 10 for the last 3. And then in maps, which is basically where the game truly begins, is where you'll find them. What I love to do is go to Global 820, and you'll see people posting a lot of things. They want to trade maps, and people are looking for more stuff there, as you can see. People post a lot of stuff. Lost kill services, rotation. I love this, man. It's like on point right now. They're literally see, it's all sorts of people. They'll carry you through lab. If you ask for certain trials, you'll get random invites and people will say, here, you can have it, and we'll do it for free for you. If anyone ever asks you for a tip or anything, maybe you should tip them, but not until after you see the trial. I've gotten scammed before, actually, where somebody said they had the trial, I tipped them a few chaos, and then, yeah, they didn't have the trial. What an ass. What an ass. Anyway. So, basically, ascendancies, they work really interestingly, and God, will my mouse stop dying. Ascendancies, basically, are 8 skill points that you can put in, and you can't refund them unless you have 5 points. They're basically super nodes. Super nodes being, well, nodes being these, super nodes being the ascendancy nodes. I like to call them super nodes because they're super helpful. Basically, for my build, for Wynn's build, we want to do Pyromaniac, Bomb Specialist, Demolition Specialist, and then Born in the Shadows. I would always pick Pyromaniac first for that 20% huge regen, reducing the cost of mines, which they cost a lot at the beginning when you don't have that much mana at all. And it's such a pain to sustain. Ah, that rhymed. Pain to sustain, guys. Anyway, that's this build. There are many others. There are so many others. And every class, except for the Scion, which is here in the middle, has three different subclasses. Juggernaut, Berserker, Chieftain is Marauder, Witch is Occultist, Elementalist, and what was the last one? Elementalist. God, I can't actually remember the last one. Oh yeah, Necromancer. There we go. I remembered. Shadow, Assassin, Saboteur, and what's the other one? Saboteur and Trickster. Yep, that's it. I'm very bad at remembering names of anything, even in games where I have an amazing memory. Basically, um, uh, Templar has Inquisitor, Hierophant, and I'm so bad at remembering the third one. Jeez. Inquisitor, Hierophant, and Guardian. Uh, Duelist, Slayer, Gladiator, and wow, kill me. Champion, Gladiator, Champion, and Slayer. Yeah. Okay. Ranger, Pathfinder has Pathfinder, Deadeye, and Raider. I actually remembered all of them without a pause there for once in my life. Anyway. And then Scion simply has Ascendant. I think, oh, just one? That's boring. No, it's not. Scion can literally choose two classes to pick for its Ascendant. Basically, it'll gain minor stats of every single class that you pick for it. So you pick, like, let's say you pick a minor ascendancy for, like, Slayer. You'll gain a few parts of what the full Slayer does. And then you pick maybe Witch. Just giving you a little bit of an example. I'm not saying go Slayer Witch, which might not be a good thing, I'm sure. But, and then you get a little bit of a Witch. The Witch's Ascendancy codes. But there's, like, you can pick the three different subclasses too, so you can go Elementalist, Occultist, Necro, for any of that on Descendant. The same thing with Slayer, Duelist, Slayer, Gladiator, Champion, and you can pick that. Okay, we're at 18 minutes exactly. I'm good. And anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying this so far. We're gonna get into some mapping, and then we're gonna get into some delve mechanics. I can't do delving right now. I totally, like, used all my goddamn sulfite. Anyway, just, sorry about that, guys, but I did use all my sulfite, so I can't really show you delving. But I will tell you about the mechanics, though. Basically, mapping is where the real, true beginning of the game is. So, you have all the acts, acts 1 through 10, you have the epilogue. Xana in Act 10 will introduce you to this place called the Templar Laboratory. You basically want to go here. And you want to go into the Atlas of Worlds. Basically, after you go to the Templar Laboratory, she'll give you a free map, and you might have picked up a few along the way, wondering what to do, wondering what to do with. That's where that comes in. She'll also give you a map device once you level her up a little bit, which will stay with you in every league. Basically, you can just place it down after you get a hideout. It's pretty useful. You come here to your little hideout after your master reaches level 3. Should I get Elrion as my first master to level 3 for whatever reason? Or Xana, or whoever. You place this down, you place your stashes down, you can totally customize it, move around, up, down, left, right. Anyway. And then you just keep going. Basically, mapping works like this. Take a map, you put it in the device, you do the map, and you do that over and over. Sound boring? Well, it's not. Mapping has so much stuff to do. Look how many maps there are, 159, and I haven't completed all of them yet. Mostly because I'm stupid and I keep switching characters. But this is the one I'm gonna stick with. So, yeah. Anyway, there are these new Shaper strongholds, basically, and will yield a bunch of cool stuff like horizon orbs and chisels and all sorts of stuff. I haven't even gotten into currency yet, honestly, because this game has so many thousands of things to offer. You'll never run out of things to do, basically. I don't think you can. There's always an improvement in your build, always an upgrade, always something for you to do. Basically, there are these currency items. Craft with them, trade them to other players. You can do anything that you want with them, honestly. Like, you can destroy them, which I would recommend not doing. You can, like I said, trade them with players and other things, and I mean, there's so much that you can do. You can change your tree up, like if I wanted to take out points, I could spend 1 point and take out one node. It gets costly, but get enough money, and that's fine. You can respec as much as you want else. If I wanted to completely change the tree up, I could take out the ascendancy, I could take out the whole tree, or however much I need to, change up my build to something else, like an assassin poison um class build. And yeah, I would recommend not doing that as a new player, but me, I'm very experienced, so I know what I'm doing for the most part. Anyway, so basically, let's see. You have your masters. Your masters will level up all the way up to level 8. You'll get a bigger hideout every time. I can't get this hideout any bigger for now until I get up to 7. I'm too lazy to do so. Don't be like me. Anyway, so fucking I'm sorry about hitting the mic. There's this annoying, I don't know if it's a mosquito or a frickin' whatever, but it's pissing me off and like won't stop going in my face. Literally annoying me to death. Anyway, stealth mechanics. Stealth mechanics work like this. You press V, you talk to Nico otherwise, press visit mine encampment, where you can go to the waypoints, press visit mine encampment, do the same thing. I can't delve, like I said, because I don't have a special thing called sulfite. Basically, you want to go to him, you want to upgrade your stuff. What I've learned from what people have told me, you want to upgrade these three things most of all, and then focus on light radius over here. You mostly want to focus on darkness resistance and this after you get up to 10,000 sulfite capacity. They sound like a lot, but it's actually not much. And they're going to upgrade it pretty soon if they haven't already to 60,000. Okay, let me see something. At 23 minutes, almost 24. I think I'll end it in another minute here. So let's see. There's plenty of upgrades here. You can upgrade your capacity. You can upgrade sorts of other capacity, the damage of dynamite, the rate of dynamite. You can upgrade sulfite capacity, darkness resistance, light radius. You can craft flares and craft dynamite. Why is there a goddamn die? Why can't I step on it? That sucks. Spiders. Anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini guide review. I would give this a clear, like, 10 out of 10. It's my favorite game, and I love it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'm sorry I haven't been uploading lately. Hopefully I'll be able to upload soon. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. And if I don't upload, anytime soon, like, if I have to take a long hiatus again, know that I am moving to Florida sooner or later. So I'll see you guys when I'm in Florida, or whenever I feel like I can record again. Honestly, uh, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.